precisely 6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by J. Ogaraj and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. 120 megawatts of electricity from the Uma Oya multipurpose project will be added to the national grid in September. The relaxation of vehicle import process will be carried out in stages. Schools will close from 18th to the 27th of this month. The first Kumbal Perahera of Kandy Asala Festival will parade the streets on Monday. A special work plan is underway to monitor the lecturers and professors going abroad for higher studies. The Irrigation Department says the Udawalave Reservoir 5,000 acre-feet of water by yesterday. The National Housing Development Authority has launched a project together with the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment to construct houses for Sri Lankan nationals working abroad. News overseas, 93 killed as governor warns of significant death toll. In sports, soccer, Kylian Mbappe, Paris Saint-Germain forward returns to squad amid signed contract extension. Local news in detail now. The Irrigation Department says the Udawalave Reservoir, that has a total capacity of 217,800 acre-feet, only had 5,000 acre-feet of water by this morning. The Irrigation Department said during the farming season about 32,000 acre-feet of water are usually released for agriculture. Meanwhile, the Mahavali Authority said the Udawalave Reservoir has noted the lowest water level recorded for the past 20 years. The authority said water remaining in the reservoir is enough for only 3 days to provide irrigation water. The authority added that 800 hectares of paddy land irrigated by the Udawalave Reservoir had been destroyed due to the prevailing drought. The Movement for Land and Agricultural Reform, however, said that the officials are making statements on damage to agriculture based on mere conjecture. Meanwhile, 2,300 of water has been released from the Samanulavavu Reservoir to the Udawalave Reservoir yesterday as a remedial measure. 120 megawatts of electricity from the Uma Oya multi-purpose project will be added to the national grid in September. Minister Roshan Ranasinghe said this will be a major advantage to solve the present power crisis. The minister made these remarks at a function at the Uma Oya hydroelectricity project site yesterday. A dam is being constructed across the Martha Tilla Oya, which is located at the outset of the Uma Oya. The water will be delivered through the tunnel to Karandagolle through this dam. In the meantime, the electricity production at Samanulavavu site will be limited from tomorrow. The main reason is that the water level has gone down drastically in this dam. The Irrigation Department said the electricity production will take place under very difficult circumstances only. The National Housing Development Authority has launched a project together with the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment to construct houses for Sri Lankan nationals working abroad. The National Housing Development Authority reported that these constructions will be built either on a property owned by the migrant worker or the house will be built on a piece of land owned by the state outside of urban areas, while the third option is the establishment of an apartment complex. A joint proposal is due to be presented before the Cabinet by the Minister of Urban Development and Housing, Prasanna Ranatunga, and Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment, Manusha Naniakara. Measures related to the project are already underway and over 1,000 applications being received by the Foreign Employment Bureau, Minister added. 71,781 people from 51,641 families are affected due to the present dry weather conditions. The Disaster Management Centre says the northern and eastern provinces are affected severely. The people are affected due to lack of drinking water, dry weather conditions, and lack of sanitary facilities. 13 districts have been affected due to present weather conditions. In addition to this, the people from Mannar, Mullaitivu, Vavuniya, Ratnapura, Trincomalee, Batticaloa and Ampara districts also affected. The government has taken effective measures to provide relief assistance to the affected people. The first Kumbal Perahera of the Kandy Asala Festival will parade the streets on Monday. The Kumbal Perahera will parade the streets from the 22nd to the 25th of this month. The 2nd, 3rd and 4th Kumbal Perahera will parade the streets on the 27th, 28th and 29th of this month. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news.
A comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you.
Continuing with more stories here at home. All arrangements are done to conduct the final Madhu feast in Mannar. The Archbishop Office of Mannar stated that the final feast will be held tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. More than 300,000 devotees are expected to visit the Mannar Madhu shrine this time. Devotees from all parts of the country have already gone to Mannar to participate in the final feast of Madhu. A special train starts from 4 to 6:15 a.m. for the benefit of the devotees. A special security plan is also implemented by the Sri Lanka Police. The Education Ministry announces the government-approved and semi-government schools will be closed from 18th to the 27th of this month. The first stage of the second term is in progress now. This will conclude on the 17th of this month. The second stage of the second term will commence on the 28th of this month, and this will continue till the 27th of October. The Abhayarama Temple at Narayampeta has commenced a series of Vasi Pirita chanting to invoke blessings to bring rainwater to the country. The Pirit chanting is also done to overcome the present challenges due to dry weather conditions. Accordingly, the Pirit chanting ceremony will commence at 7 p.m. tonight and continue till the 21st of this month. The ceremony will be conducted under the patronage of the chief incumbent of the temple, Most Venerable Muruthettuwe Ananda Thera. That's local news for the moment.
Elevate your life with People's Bank Excelsior. A comprehensive banking services package with a branded checkbook as well as debit and credit card exclusively for you.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The relaxation of vehicle import process will be carried out in stages. State Minister Shehan Semasinga said the government expects to get a loan facility from the Asian Development Bank, IMF, and the World Bank. The debt restructuring is also expected to conclude by September. Therefore, the relaxation of the vehicle import will take place from next month. The first preference will be given to the vehicles involved in public transport, he added.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Watch Life is brought to you by
CIB Janajaya Vasana. Unbelievable discounts and offers throughout August from CIB Janajaya Vasana. Come today itself.
Fact Crescendo Sri Lanka reported misleading social media posts have been published claiming that the GC Advanced Level Examination results have been released, fact-checking website. According to Fact Crescendo Sri Lanka, the Commissioner General of Examinations Amit Jayasundar has confirmed that the results have not been released yet. The fact-checking website further stated that Mr. Jayasundar revealed that they expect to release the GC Advanced Level Examination results by the end of August.
CIB Janajaya Vasana. Unbelievable discounts and offers throughout August from CIB Janajaya Vasana. Come today itself.
And on world news, Maui fire, 93 killed as governor warns of significant death toll rise. Miss Universe organization cuts Indonesia ties over sex abuse claims. Iran's politicians to debate hijab laws in secret. We move on to world news in detail. 93 people have been confirmed killed in the Maui fire that razed the historic town of Lahaina, marking the most deadly U.S. fire in a century. The number of victims could rise significantly, while Governor Josh Green warned on Saturday as forensic work continues to identify the victims. Hundreds remain unaccounted for, while hundreds of others found shelters across Maui fire after fleeing the flames. It's an impossible day, Mr. Green said. Miss Universe organization has cut ties with its Indonesian franchise after several contestants alleged sexual abuse days before the pageant's crowning ceremony in Jakarta. Contestants said finalists were unexpectedly asked to strip for a body check for scars and cellulite, and some said they were photographed topless. The US-based MUO said it was clear the franchise had not lived up to its brand standards, ethics, or expectations. Jakarta police are probing the claims. Finally, on world news, Iranian MPs have voted to review a controversial hijab law behind closed doors, meaning it is likely there will be no public debate on the matter. The so-called hijab and chastity bill would impose a raft of new punishments on women who fail to wear the headscarf. It was drafted in response to months of mass protest triggered by the death in custody of a woman who was accused of not wearing her hijab correctly. Parliament will now be able to approve the 3 to 5 year trial of the bill. That's on World News.
Development News is brought to you by
Job opportunities from Desha Sri Lanka in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, including company housemaid, salary 156,000 rupees, 23 to 57 years. Contact 037 7500 500.
The Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment, Manusha Nanayakara, held a discussion with the chairman of the Public Transport Commission in Poland yesterday to delve into potential foreign employment opportunities with skilled workers from Sri Lanka within Poland's public transport sector. The collaborative session is part of Minister Nanayakara's broader initiative to understand and tap into Poland's workforce requirements, particularly in the transport sector, to benefit the skilled Sri Lankan workforce. Both parties have expressed optimism about this exploratory initiative, anticipating a win-win scenario that will foster closer economic and employment ties between Sri Lanka and Poland.
Job opportunities for women from Desha Sri Lanka in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Oman. Company housemaids, caretakers and home cooks in Saudi Arabia for ages 23 to 57 years. Salaries starting from 156,000 rupees. Interviews are now on with foreign agents. You can now travel overseas free of charge. Branches: Colombo, Kurunagala, Anuradhapura and Matara. Contact number 037 7500 500. Desha Sri Lanka Foreign Development Agency.
In soccer, Paris Saint-Germain forward Kylian Mbappe has returned to first-team training and is likely to stay at the French champions this summer. The France forward, 24, had not been training with the first-team squad and was left out of PSG's season opener with Lorient on Saturday. He has been in a contract standoff amid a desire to join Real Madrid, but now could extend his contract at PSG. PSG said Mbappe was reinstated after very constructive and positive talks. That's on sports.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු වීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Commercial Bank of Ceylon Group has reported a gross income of 167.668 billion rupees, including a growth in interest income to 150.812 billion rupees for the first half of 2023, achieving healthy top-line growths of 40.29% and 71.15% respectively in a period of significant volatility for the banking sector.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු වීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
And on economic news, the Sri Lanka stock market had the rare distinction of being the worst performing stock market and the best performing stock market within a year, said Chairman CSE Dushan Vijayasekara. He made this observation at the Invest Sri Lanka Investors Forum in Chennai recently. And due to the economic recession in Sri Lanka, CSE reached a low ebb, but within a short period it bounced back to one of the performing stock markets in the world. This volatility is also an opportunity. He said that India played a key role towards Sri Lanka's economic recovery by providing a credit line of $2.5 billion and other assistance in need of the hour. If we did not receive this from India on time, Sri Lanka may not have been in this praiseworthy position today. He said that Sri Lanka's stock market, being in a small country, may look small to the Indian market, but this creates opportunities for Indian counterparts. That's on economic news. Moving on to the weather. The Met Department says a few showers will occur in the western and Sabaragamu provinces and in Gaul, Matra, Kandy and Norelia districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at a very few places in Uva and eastern provinces during the evening or night. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere over the island. General public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. This weather report was published this morning at 4:30 a.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department. With that, we conclude this bulletin of news.